Welcome back to Confidence Sparks with Attitude. Here on Story Within the Story, up close and personal. I know you are excited about our episode today. Our first guest is one of the meekest and outstanding students that I've ever known. And academically, I knew him when he was in grade 9. He was very outstanding in recitation. He was exceptional as well in reading and in writing. That is why I chose him to be one of the editors in chief in our school paper. Further, he's gonna be introduced by his friend and former. She's gonna tell us later. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Azel Belano.
So our friendship started not because we had the same interest on stuffs. Actually, most of his likes are my dislikes. So our friendship started because we were chosen to represent our school in the division level. He competed as a quizzer and I as an artist. I was chosen to compete and create show and tell. So as a freshman, we are not that close to the seniors or the teachers yet. So we don't have any choice but to talk with each other, and we became close, we became friends, and that was just the beginning of our great adventures. So, as a man who loves science, he's also an eco-saver, an eco-warrior, and environmentalist. In fact, we were able to join in 2019 an eco breaking contest and we won second place. So joined Robotics 2019, NASA Space App, YMCA. He's also a debater and an SSG officer of our school. He's also a journalist. In fact, he's my co-journalist. We are in the same collab team. And he is a good writer, so it is not impossible for him in his first year in journalism to win a Golden Pen Award and first place in editorial and feature writing. I can't even count how many dental medals are around his neck, and it is my honor to see his certificate. It was so thick. Aside from being good in academics, he's also good in singing, in dancing, in acting. He loves performing on stage. In fact, I've seen his potential in arts. He's good at creating silhouettes of dead trees, and now he's exploring digital art, and I'm really waiting for his progress. On our 8th grade, we were given more opportunity to compete, and most of the time we were both together. And of course, it is not possible for a friendship to turn into a romantic relationship. So he gave this bunch of love letters for me, and the number of these love letters indicates the number of days he courted me. So in the first year of deciding to being back at Friends again, we received a lot of opportunities to compete and to focus more on each other's career, especially to him. He was given a lot of opportunity not just to compete as a quizzer in science but also in other subjects. So in 2018, we were given more chance or even larger or huge blessings. I can't even count how many competitions we have been together, especially him. As far as I can remember, we went to Quezon City. He competed there as an individual researcher for science investigatory project, and we also returned to Rojas City for him to compete again in Quiz B. And it was really fun because we recreated our old photos, our old momentous photographs. So in 2018, we were given a chance to even fly higher because finally we were qualified to our first national competition in Baguio City, I can say that it is the hardest but the most treasured competitions that we joined together because I can see their efforts. I can say that the quizzers take so much efforts than an artist like me, because if you'll see them in the airport, they're holding bunch of books and reviewers as if it is their most important baggage and not their clothes or any other stuff. He is not just good in academics because he is also good at serving people, because even though he is young, he experienced working in the provincial capital and he served people. He was also chosen as Osai's one of the most outstanding student in Iloilo, and one of his most famous tagline in his valedictorian speech was "Para ni sa inyo." It's an Ilonggo term which means this is for you. He told us that my achievements or his achievements is not just for himself, but it's also for his creator, for his family, for his parents, for his coaches and teachers, for his classmates and friends, and most importantly, to give honor to our school. Aside from having a great mind and confidence in performing on stage, he never lets his achievements go through his head. And I think that's the best part of being him. I am Azel Balaño, proud to say that Jomer Ruego is certified confident with attitude.
Hi everyone, I am Jomer J. Ruego and I am an upcoming grade 12 student of Iloilo City National High School. I am currently a student leader, a student researcher, an environmental advocate, a debater, an orator, and a public speaker. I am also bearing with this quarantine, which is why I look like someone who hasn't had a haircut for centuries. Before I was confident, I would say that I was someone who was very shy and very much scared to go out of my comfort zone to try something new. And I think that when I wasn't confident, I really wasn't making the best out of everything. And it is something that I really regret doing, because there are so many things in life we should be trying. There are so many things in life that is happening right now. And if we choose to stay inside our shell and not go out of our comfort zones, then it would be such a waste of opportunities, because in our lives there are so many doors of opportunities that are opening up for us, and it would be definitely a waste if we chose not to take the risk and just go for it. And I would say that before, I was someone who can't even properly recite an answer in front of class. And I never even saw myself as someone who would be competing in school competitions, facing against so many schools. And um, I would say that I have gone such a long way, because before, I really never thought of being someone who would stand for an argument in a debate, because it is something that I would only dream of doing. It is something really great for me. Like, it is something really big for me to be able to represent my school in front of many different schools here in Iloilo City. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without a lot of people along the way, and of course God, who is my bulwark in life. So how did I gain confidence? Well, let's just say that the road to attaining my confidence was a very long and arduous process. Let's just say that it wasn't a wish that was instantaneously granted. because gaining confidence isn't just like a snap of a finger. It would require a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance, and a lot of self discovery. And when we talk about self discovery, it doesn't only mean that you are involved in exploring what you are good at or what are your weaknesses, but it would also involve a lot of people along the way, which in my case, a lot of teachers, my parents, and a lot of inspirations, such as Sir Eric, which was a big which played a big part of my journey in attaining confidence, because without them I wouldn't be able to realize that I could actually do something like that. And that goes out to all of you, because we all have something within us that we don't even know that we have. So it is just up to us to explore our different facets and try to enhance it. For example, um, I didn't even know that I was actually good at argumentations, and I wouldn't even see myself as someone who would be in a debate years after. So yeah, so if you want to try something, don't hesitate on doing so, because what if you're good at it? And if someone like pushes you to do something, just try it. I mean, don't deny an opportunity that's opening up for you, because you will never know if there will any be more opportunities that will open up for you in the future. So yeah, um, when I was grade 9, I didn't have any experience at all in debates, but Sir Buenafe talked to me and told me that there is an inter-school debate competition in the division level. And he actually recommended me as a contestant, which at that time I actually hesitated because, well, for someone who doesn't have any experience, why would I even enter such contests, right? So, yeah, but he actually believed in me and in my capabilities, because he was my English teacher at that time, and we had a lot of speaking activities, self-enrichment activities that would allow us to express ourselves through different ways, such as speaking, dancing, singing, and a lot more. And it definitely helped me in expressing myself and, of course, unleashing some things that I didn't even know I had. So, yeah, when I was grade 9, Sir Buenafe approached me and encouraged me to join a debate, which at first I actually hesitated because I didn't know anything of. But in the end, I actually did join, and right now, I have joined a lot of debates already. I actually know a lot of tips and strategies in debates, and yeah, I've gone a long way. I didn't even know that I would be speaking in front of you today, which is great because, yeah. So let's just say that confidence takes time, takes a lot of exploration, and, of course, faith in God. What would be the best feeling for me when I'm at confidence? Well, let me tell you that you are not only making your parents proud, your teachers proud, and literally everybody around you proud. The best feeling for me would actually be making myself proud, because back then, when I was about to have my first actual debate, the night before I was actually trembling. I was scared because I didn't know the possibilities of what could happen the day after. So I was up late at night studying as much as possible, gathering as much information as possible that I could use against the other schools, because I didn't trust myself. I doubted myself if I could do it. And my coach that time, Ma'am Lerma Oscares, was very helpful, and I thank her for that, for actually believing in me that I could actually do it, and Sir Buenafe for actually recommending me. and seeing the debater within me when I myself couldn't. So, yeah, you should never shut down doors of opportunity because who knows, it may take you long distances and take you to greater heights, just like what I did. And right now, I have actually entered a lot of debates, a lot of school and inter-school debates, and I actually found it as a very rewarding and a very fun experience that I would never hesitate of doing so. And I never I actually doubted myself at first, but I'm telling you right now that you shouldn't because you should never shut down doors of opportunity and try to explore different facets of learning for you to grow as a person. What are the tips in gaining confidence? Well, first of all, let me tell you that I do not believe that there are people who are born confident because I believe that confidence is within every single one of us, and it just takes a little effort for it to be showcased to the world. So, what tips can I give you? Well, first of all, do not compare yourselves to others because each and every one of us are unique in our own ways. We have our own strengths, we have our own weaknesses, and we have certain abilities that define who we are. And sometimes those abilities aren't actually discovered yet. So, to, to the people out there who think that they do not have talents, they do not have skills, or just feel down on themselves, don't be because you have something within you. I believe in you, and you should just try to go deeper within yourself and know yourself a lot more because you can do something more than you think. And that is something beautiful about confidence. Second would be to try something new every day. We shouldn't be afraid of taking risks. We should be embracing the opportunities that are laid upon us. And we should be opening the doors of opportunities that are in front of us. So, we shouldn't be afraid of taking risks because those risks may actually be the one who will actually change the course of our lifetime in a positive way. Those may actually be a lot more rewarding than we think, and those may actually be the one who will contribute to our own individual growths. So why not take the chance? If that we should be taking the chance before we lose the opportunity, right? So yeah. And lastly would be to be more optimistic in life. We should have a positive mindset and we should be facing our problems with a smile. So why? Because life's too short to be lived in sorrow. So we should be going out, venturing horizons, doing the things that we love, and believing in ourselves because we deserve it and all of us deserve to be loved by ourselves. So who is Jomer right now? Well, Jomer right now is someone who has a lot of courage, someone who has a lot of faith within him, and someone who is very much grateful for all the opportunities that have been given to him. He's someone who is not afraid of taking risks, and he is definitely now capable of answering certain recitations, certain questions in front of class. Currently, he is trying out new things without any hesitation, and he will always be zooming through life with a smile. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I do not know if you can hear dogs barking in the background because I'm currently recording outside of my house. And thank you so much for bearing with me, and till the next time. I am Jomer J. Ruego, certified confident with an attitude.
That was Jomer Ruego, a certified confident with an attitude. See you again in the next episode of Confidence Sparks with Attitude. Here on Story Within the Story. Up close and personal. God bless us all.